Hello everyone. Welcome to our second episode of NicNames.com podcast. I'm here with you and my guest is Victor Karpenko. He's a SEO professional. He's also from Ukraine and we will talk today about search engine optimization. Hi, Victor.
Hey, how are you?
Great. I'm great. Where are you right now?
I'm based in Florida right now. Live here for more than 2.5 years, since the war started. So yeah, I'm here.
Okay. And I'm in Houston, Texas, and I'm living in the United States already almost 10 years. And tell me, Victor, please, about how you started your business in the US, and what's the difference between business of search engine optimization in Ukraine and United States?
Yeah, I would say it's no difference. It is, but I used to work with the US markets from 2014 or even earlier from Ukraine, right? And it was crazy to realize that so many good companies, Ukrainian companies, actually operate on US market, right? So it was easy. You don't need to go in US. You just can go to their office, talk with them, and that's all. But overall, it's more competitive for sure, way more competitive. And it's different link building and sometimes different approach, on acquiring backlinks. But I would say in Ukraine is more we are more technical, for real, more technical and detail oriented. I wouldn't tag anyone and say we or they, it doesn't matter. But a lot of Ukrainian SEO specialists just more technical by default, and it's competitive advantage to do good SEO on US market.
Mm-hmm. Right now, our company in the US, we already launched it, and we see this competition. We see all these things that are different from Ukrainian market. And the market, I think it's bigger, 10 times bigger, or maybe even more. What do you think?
I would say more in terms of money. It's more, and also I would just add, it's more monopolies here. For example, I didn't know why it's like this, but then I realized every year before you pay taxes in next year. Let's say you made $10 million per year, right? And you need to pay 3 in taxes. So would you buy some small competitor, or will you pay taxes on it, right? So you probably will buy competitors. That's what big players in any niche do here. They just buy to get more revenue, to grow their business and whatever. That's for sure. That is not happening in Ukraine a lot, overall.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting insight. So we are here talking about search engine optimization and domain names. Tell me, please, which domain names are the best for search engine optimization?
I wouldn't say any domain name is the best. The one that has good history, legit link building, right optimization, the good UX UI that satisfy user intent. This is the best. Overall, if you have right product, right pages that satisfies users intent, is the best. But we do everything in data driven way. So I don't know in which niche. For example, in a niche with the lawyers, it's a lot of .com domains, but it's old .com domains, but it's niche specific because everyone is old. All businesses are 10, 15, 20 years old. And if everyone on average have 20 years old domain, it's almost hard to compete for super competitive keywords with them. But if we take a little bit lower competition, pretty much any domain zone can rank. We have some of our agency landing that have .agency, and we realized that for service-based businesses, it works pretty good, and they rank better than, not better, but in the same way as .com or whatever domain zone.
Yeah, but actually I see a lot of companies now choosing different domain zones, not .com. They choosing .agency, .cloud, I don't know, accountant and other many domain zones. Like we have right now about, I think, more than 500 domain zones, like where you can register domain zones. I mean, domain names for your website. And a lot of my clients, they're asking, where should I register? Like, I cannot find the full domain name .com because it's taken and I need to buy it from someone on the secondary market. And usually I'm saying that you have to find domain name that you like, that matching your brand or matching your what you're doing. And am I correct?
Depends on the goal. Like if you have super long-term goal, I mean, you can get that whatever domain zone right now, build your brand, and then buy .com if needed, right? If it will increase some conversions. But like, it really depends on the goal. Because if you create a unique brand, which is like, I don't know what's unique right now in today's world, it's super hard to create. Even with ChatGPT, it's hard to create like something cool, right?
I was actually playing with ChatGPT. We are also like working on another side project for support, because we have a lot of conversations with our clients through the support chat, through the support ticket system, and we're creating our own ticket system that AI enabled and stuff like that. And I was like looking for domain names and like and it was domain name like sentby.ai, something like that. And like I'm like, oh, it sounds cool, but eventually we didn't use it because we came up with another name for AI chat. But yeah, so you're right. And when we were thinking about the US market, like how to launch our company in the US market, we went through many names, like a lot of names. And our Ukrainian company, Nick.ua, which is more than 17 years on the market, like it was like for us kind of easy in Ukraine to create this brand because it was a long time ago. But in the US, we were thinking, we registered actually maybe like 20 domain names before we chose like which one we're going to use for US company. And we stopped on the domain name NicNames.com. And we had to buy this domain name, NicNames.com, without the K because we wanted to match NIC .ua in Ukraine and NIC names in the US. But then we realized that there was a little bit complicated choice because people typing nicknames with a K, and we had to buy second domain name with a K. And yeah, so but our name is pretty unique, I would say. And actually it's matching kind of our business because nicknames and domains, it's all kind of like together. When you launch in your business, you have to nickname your business and then register this nickname as a domain name, as a company name, and other names. And like, what is this? It's a name of the company, and you can say it's a nickname, of course. But with the search engine optimization, we're also having a little challenge because Google correcting the spelling of the nicknames to CK and showing different websites about nicknames for dogs, nicknames for children, nicknames for online purposes and stuff like that. And what can we do with that when Google will start showing our website when people searching?
So basically you need like trust in time. Like first you need relevant links from relevant domain or news media resources that links to you as nickname brand. Like, you know, I had the similar, it's not similar because like nicknames is actually like can be nicknames for everything, right? So, but like you just need time and earn and build some links with the branded domain. Like it won't be like 1-2 weeks. It will be like in a while, like maybe like 6 months, 1 year. But eventually Google will understand that you are not informational resource about nicknames. You are domain register, right? And it will be nicknames.com, nicknames. The easiest way to get this branded domain, you can create promos. And if you publish these promos on third-party website, like for example, like for other businesses long time ago, it was like groupon.com, right? Like, for example, get this domain like with 50% discount, right? So then the people Google nicknames.com promo codes, nickname like something, right? Mm-hmm. So with this, Google will understand, look, you are legit register, not informational resource about nickname. So links relevant from relevant resources and time.
Nope. Okay. We're working on it. Hopefully soon we will be on the correct spot in Google. And right now we are working through different communities, through different articles and stuff like that. So people actually know about us because we are unique in our niche. When we started to go on the market in the US, we were analyzing our competitors and decided to go with a pretty unique go-to-market strategy that actually allows you to save a lot of money, and I will tell you a little bit later about it.
Sure.
So now I want to ask you about the domain names that you're managing. Like, how many domain names you're managing? Why you have this amount of domain names, and where are you managing them? And how they're helping you with the search engine optimization?
So yeah, I have a lot of domains, like 3,000 something, like overall in different domain zones. Mostly it's .coms, but some are like local as well.
But the coms mostly because they are old, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not like some PBNs or whatever. It's like actually EMD domains for different niches, exact match domains, like where like it's keyword something.com, right? So I use many registers, like as I see on my credit card charges almost every day. Like it's GoDaddy, Namecheap, and many other registers like that. I put like I try to diversify like different registers, and I guess like some are cheaper, some are more expensive. Like we all know that, and it's just like this. How they help SEO? As we previously talked, like the exact match domains are still like super high signal for Google to rank, right? And especially if you have age and like, for example, like in personal injury lawyer Orlando or like Boston, if all of your competitors have like 20 years plus age, like it's almost hard to beat them in 1 year with a new domain. No matter what domain zone you register, you just need to build this trust. And like with the age domain, you can pass this trust faster. So it's like little small factor. Of course, you need all the hard work with the earning links, doing like normal technical optimization, but it's just why I'm looking for them almost all the time. Yep.
Okay, you have pretty big amount of domain names, the 3,000 plus, and I see it's not with us. So I will tell you a little bit later how to save money with us, with your big amount of domain names. And the next question is, why are you keeping your domain names with the different registrars? Because I'm hearing this very often from search engine specialists, companies, that they diversifying and they keeping their domain names with the different registrars. Is it something about Google? Is it about algorithms, or it's about something else?
They probably use them for PBNs, it's like private block networks to link to other websites. I don't have many of those. So that's why they're probably doing this, just to diversify so Google doesn't see any connection between them, right? So, but I do it just in mostly like different purposes. Like if something happens and if some abuse something and the registrar can block your account, I just don't want to have all eggs in one basket. Like I just want to, I mean, it will take time to resolve the issue. So that's probably the only one reason. Yeah.
Okay. And why do you think the registrars usually blocking like accounts or something like that? Because we as a registrar, we usually not blocking a whole account if we're getting abuse or something like that. Why it's scaring you?
Because some like register just don't care. They're too big to care, like overall. Yeah, and like it can be different thing. Like for example, like some super aggressive competitors in legal niche can send like fake documents on this domain with a court decision, whatever, and just register without even looking, just can like block your account, right?
Mhm.
Even though like you don't have anything, but it's still an issue, right?
Mhm.
Like so, still will take time to resolve and just unblock and just operate. So yeah, that's why.
Okay, so we are on the market more than 17 years, like with the domain names as a Ukrainian company, and we actually sometimes receiving those fake documents to block some competitor, and we never do that because we always checking. We have a special department of lawyers that just like working on the requests, answers, and decisions if we have to block this client or not. Our support team never making this decision because we understand that it could cause big problems to business if we will block the account or if we will block the website. And we always given possibility to our client to respond to any abuse or any things. The only when we blocking like right away, it's when we see this is scam website. If it's like they collecting the card numbers, or it's a website that, for example, trying to steal your passwords. Like recently we had something like Apple something.com, and they were collecting Apple passwords. So it's like we blocked it right away, of course. But if it's some abuse report or some documents from the court or something like that, we're always checking if it's true. We're always double checking if we actually have to block this account, and we're asking the person who owns this account to answer within 24 hours, like if it's a mistake, if it's something else, like to explain what's going on. And most of the clients actually they answering, they actually explaining, and it's usually not that dramatical like with other registrars.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's I guess was most of the registers supposed to do, but some of them just don't. Like so.
Yeah, they're just making money, and they're just okay. Like we will have another client, and
No, it's more about monopoly, because like some big register just own other small register and buy them every year, so it's like not that much choice overall.
They just not spending time, and they're not spending money to resolve the problem. They just kicking out the client, right?
Or just blocking without like looking at the real issue, and then if it's like big issue, which like takes time, to resolve. I don't have many of those. I don't know why I do like this. Maybe because of like in the past I used to do a lot of like this website for links, and like we used to diversify like as many registers as possible, like and so it doesn't connect together. Yep.
Okay. I can guarantee you, if your domain name's with us, you're safe. Also, the CEO.
Nice.
Okay, so let's talk about different domain names. For example, my friend from Florida, actually, she is a real estate agent, and she's trying to find the perfect domain name for her business. And she, like, time to time, she's sending me different domain names, and she's like, oh, is it a good domain name for me? Is it a good domain name for me? And like some of them, they are matching what she's doing, some of them with her name. And mostly she's focusing on domains.com, and she cannot find the perfect domain.com because most of them they're on the secondary market. She has to buy for thousands of dollars these domain names, and she actually don't want to do that. So what's your suggestion could be in this case?
I mean, according to what we talk, she can choose domain in different domain zone, but if she actually wants to have .com, it's just to think about like a little bit not wider, right? Like for what's her name?
Kristen.
So like, and she sells houses, or she sells
condos and everything like that. And she's telling me that I want to have house in the domain name and something like that. Yeah.
KristenSellHouses.com.
KristenSellHouses.com. Oh yeah, it's actually a good idea, and I never had this option discussed with her.
Yeah, because like YSL say this. I just went like near the ocean. We have like this community, and they have like banners of like real estate companies and agents, and it's like Lindy sell houses, Lindy sell homes. I mean, it's clear messages what this person does, right? Like for example, plastic surgeon says we do faces. I mean, like you don't need to explain what you do. Like the domain name explains what you do, right? So
Yeah.
it's also good because her unique sales proposal already in the domain. So just include her name, which is a brand, or family name as a brand, and what she does, and or I mean, it's also an option, and I'm more than sure if her more than sure it can be free in .com.
Yeah, it's actually like I will double check after this episode, and if it's free, I will register and I will give it to her. Maybe it will be the best domain name in her life. We'll see. Okay, the next question is about domain names that are very new and some of them very old. And some people, they trying to register only old domain names that are going to be released. Some people trying to find fresh domain name that like just matching their business or brand. Some people, they trying to get the domain names on the secondary market for thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And what's your approach in this case, and what usually you do or your clients do?
So I know the guy who is like operating like a rent-a-car business like in I think it's in Dubai, and they are like planning to go to IPO, right? And they have like their like domain zone, but they want to go to US, and they already have brand. So for them, it's important to get .com because they don't have any choices. And as I know, they bought it for like 60 grand, you know, but they are, but is it worth it? It probably worth it because they already like pretty like legit business, and like they are planning to grow a lot. So there's a lot of cases. I'm looking mostly for old age.coms just because this is a little factor for SEO. That's all. Like I wouldn't say it's like super like important, but it's still a factor, right? And if you use it, you can save on time, and you can save on link building, you can save like and start making money faster, right? But like if you're just starting, like I mean, any domain zone is okay. Like I would just research if it actually ranks, if it's like for example in Ahrefs, you can go. This is like SEO tool, like they also from Ukraine, and they're like leaders on the market. So
on the global market, right?
Right. Yeah, they are based in Singapore now. Yeah. So like long time ago, even before the war. So they in their service you can check by API or domain zones how many this extension domains are in a niche overall, right? And check are they actually getting organic traffic. If it's good, like why not? Like I've seen, like as I told you before, I use that agency a lot. I own like maybe like 40 SEO dot something, like SEO dot wine, SEO dot jewelry, SEO dot like many domain names. Just like because I think when it's niche specific, Google understands, okay, this guy does SEO for wineries, right? Makes sense. So and then the hard work is to get actually trust from relevant resources in this niche, which is like, you know, the main job overall. Like if you don't care about this factor of age and you don't want to compete for the most competitive keywords faster, it's okay to take any domain zone.
Okay. Let's go to another question. We are the registrar for domain names, and we always trying to provide something unique, something special for our clients. And you working in the search engine optimization industry, what can we do for you as a registrar?
I mean, like, as I told you, it's a lot of different reasons why you need like domains. Like new one, if they are cheaper, it's cool, right? So if you can catch domain names that are dropping, like it's a lot of like places where you can catch domain names and it's like auction based. So this is like how the market works. It's a lot of companies that catch on their own money and then resell on aftermarket, which is like more proven model, just because they have marketplace where you can Google by domain zones, by different SEO parameters, and you just can click button buy and you'll get transferred from 7 to 14 days to your like domain registrar, or just leave it there. So this is like huge, because but there you compete with them and many other guys who know they usually resell domains like 5 to 10 times more expensive than they got them, sometimes even more. So other part of the market is like everything GoDaddy, but GoDaddy you can't just buy through GoDaddy. You can make a software that tracks, like for example expireddomains.net. They have like all the possible auctions in one place, and you can just sort, and the tool is free, and you just go and like monitor by keywords. But it's always cooler, like for example, if you are operating in legal niche, created tags for the domain names, let's say attorney, lawyer, something like law, and just monitor any domains that appear anywhere and just show them as an option. This is, I think, like really cool feature can be like, I haven't seen them like everything in one place with the, like, you know, when you monitor your brand, you can tag, like, let's say NicNames. Everywhere NicNames.com would be mentioned, you would see, right? The same for domain names. You already have all the database.
We have huge domain name database, and we can show you which domain names are taken, which are not taken in different domain zones, and how it could be helpful as SEO. The businesses has to register domain names of their brand in different domain zones, or like why it's important?
I mean, depends. Like depends on the business. Like we don't do this like for an agency, because like we have trademark in US, in Australia, in New Zealand, and in Ukraine. And if someone register, like we actually created a small tool when someone tried to scam us. Like they were using our name just to hire some people and whatever. And it was like really like, you know, stressful just to deal with this. So our programmer created a tool that checks every day our brand name for if it was registered, and we get the domain name and just send it to a lawyer. So they just abuse directly to a registrar. If you have trademark, probably you don't need to have it, because they will just shut it off like quick, because you are the brand owner, right? But if your niche is unregulated or regulated, unregulated, it's like basically no rules, right? So there is big risk for reputation. Like when people Google like your brand name plus reviews plus something else, and this other domain extension can help you just to fulfill the search engine results with this faster, right? So it depends on the purpose.
Yeah, actually we have an idea to offer businesses to register their trademark in different domain zones, like with a one click, and maintain them, because it's pretty easy for us, but it's a pretty convenient option for the businesses. But you just mentioned like everything in one place, and it's another thing with thinking about, and I don't know, should we implement or not, to have possibility to add your accounts from different registrar to our account, and you will see, for example, you have like 100 domain names in GoDaddy, like 50 domains in Cloudflare, 100 domains in Namecheap, and other domains in NicNames, and you can manage them in one place. What do you think about it? Should we implement that or not?
I mean, if you have a big portfolio of domains, like with some users, it's for sure useful, because like when I had this problem, I basically created the internal tool. We never publicly launch it, and now we don't even like continue to develop stuff. So we called like watchdog, you know, just to renew at least domains. And I fixed this like in US by editing everywhere credit card which will and auto renew for every domain. But overall, like it would be cool because what do you need to control? Domain, is it renewed? SSL certificate, especially if you buy one, like, right? So if you set up like all this A+ SSL certificate, which is also a pretty cool signal for Google, like that you are trusted. So domains, SS backups, that's what we did. Do we have a backup for everything? Like
backup of what? Of which data?
Website. We have like it's like besides the SEO agency, I also own another company that like creates our own media projects, and we also need to track them, right? Like, so we have like SEO parameters, like domain parameters, like backups, because like, let's say someone put virus on your website. Before you clean and do all this stuff, it will still take some time, right? And if you have backup for every single day for this website, you can just, move it to different server, extract it, and just make it work in like a couple hours if you have admin managing everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
You just mentioned SSL certificates. This is actually interesting topic. We right now adding SSL certificates on NicNames.com, and it will be, like you said, like commercial SSL certificates that you can use for the website. And could you please explain what's the difference between, for example, Let's Encrypt and the other paid SSL certificates in terms of search engine optimization?
If like you take overall, it's almost no difference. Or the Let's Encrypt, you need just renew on time, so it doesn't go down. So which is also important. Like
every 3 months.
Yeah. So the difference is some certificates are more secure, and if you like have product, if you have like client area on the website. So like if you can take payments online for Google, it's also a trusted source, so I wouldn't say it's like, a big difference, but it's still cool to have, so as I told you, we are trying to, like, according to our like dashboards, to be as better as possible than any competitor, or like we want to optimize any of our client website so if SSL certificate cost, like, was that like $10 per year or like something like this, like almost like domain, or like less, depends on the type of certificate, right? So why not? I mean, if you do dmca.com for $10 per month or paying for a year, right? It's just must have, if you do Cloudflare, if you need it, like just to filter bots and whatever, like DDoS stuff, like it's also must have for a website. So besides the server, domain name, SSL, you still need to have a lot of stuff just to make it work.
Okay. Yep. Is there any difference between free SSL certificate, a domain validation certificate, or organization validation certificate? So some certificates, they are just validating the domain name. It's exactly that domain name. But some certificates, they validating also the name of the organization, and some of them they validate much more. It's the extended validation certificates. Is there any difference for?
I would say in most cases no. Because it's like I didn't see like the certificates that are on Let's Encrypt, but I think like as I told you, for some niches, especially if it's like we have clients, credit unions, and they have like client areas and whatever. And if every credit union has this and you don't, like, this is not good, like you should also have this.
Most likely they have at least the free one, that Let's Encrypt. But if it's credit union has the organization validation certificate, is it better or not? Because also the clients they don't see it, they don't click it on the SSL certificate. And also the web browsers, before they were showing like a green line for the extended validation certificate, and now they are not showing that. So like,
right. I think if you have an opportunity to get it, I would just get it. No matter, it's like giving you like, it's not going to show you significant impact on your rankings because it's a lot of different factors you need to work on. So like,
okay. Yeah, and you're right. SSL certificate, it's not that expensive. Like I would say on the market, like it's like $30. But actually on NicNames, we're launching SSL certificates from $5 for domain validation, and it will be like very good prices for all of them. And here I think it's a good point to give you the secret how to save money with NicNames.
Okay.
Yeah, when we were launching in the US, we were analyzing all the market, all the competitors, and we realized that a lot of competitors like Namecheap, like Spaceship, Cloudflare, they selling domain names very cheap. And how to compete with them, because it's very, very tough thing to compete with those giants that just selling sometimes the first year's domain names like cheaper than they actually cost. And we decided to go on the market with a very unique solution. We launched our club, and if you're a member of our club, you're getting all domain names at cost. So basically, you can register any domain name with the wholesale prices, and we have 2 memberships. First one is $99 per year, and you're getting up to 500 active orders in your account. And it could be domain names and SSL certificates and websites, combining all of them like up to 500. But if you don't want this limit, you just can get for $399 per year your membership, and there are no limits. We have a simple API for members, and also we have additional membership for enterprise where you have full API with all the registrar possibilities, but it's only for like enterprises. And I really want you to transfer your domain names to us because you will save a lot of money. And as our guest, I will give you first year for free. And also we have, by the way, lifetime deal. And lifetime deal will be available till the end of this year. To know more about lifetime deal, please subscribe to our podcast, because in the next episode, it will be promo code with a discount for lifetime deal. So, yeah. Victor, are you ready to transfer your domain names to us?
Not all, but I will try it for sure. And it's a cool idea, like subscription base. It's like basically you are sharing like so you basically like a SaaS model register, right? Like your people registering just to, the more users you have, the better for everyone. Like, yeah, because like you just save more. Nice.
Yeah, everyone's saving money. As a registrar part, we're gonna have revenue anyway because it's a membership based. Like a membership gives us revenue, and we're giving the clients exactly the same prices that we're paying to registry, and all the promotions and everything. You're getting all of it, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool for like client who has like even like 10-20 domains, because if you will have this like 20 domains at GoDaddy, you will pay more than with us with membership anyway.
Right.
So it's a cool thing. And you can compare it with the Costco membership. So Costco gives you membership, you're paying one time a year, and you're getting all these wholesale prices for groceries and everything. So here it's a solution for IT, and we're actually gonna add more and more services and also partners. With our membership, you will have access not only to domain names, websites, and SSL certificates, also to other services with a special discount for our members. So this is our goal to make it like pretty cool in the US market.
That's good idea. I think like the subscription base is cool. Yeah. I mean, it gives you more opportunity like to make your product better just by not overpricing, and like it definitely has a value. That's cool.
Also, one of the things that we want to add, it's insurance for domain names. So if you have very valuable domain names, you can just add insurance. And if you forget to renew your domain name, if you forget to update your credit card on file or something like that, we will keep your domain name one additional year to give you opportunity to renew this domain name during this year for the same price that you were paying.
That's cool. That makes sense. Nice.
Okay, so what's your suggestions could be for people who just starting their business, who just starting their website? what to focus on so people can find their website on Google or other search engine?
It's all depends on the goal. What do you want, right? Like if you want eventually what everyone wants, to have more revenue and more business out of this project, right? Like you need to have to focus on the strategy, because like strategy, and sometimes, like for example, when you were analyzing how to be better than other registrars in US, you probably did big research, you created spreadsheet, you look the features of all the like other register, what they have, what they don't have, what it's cool, what it's not, right? Like you compared, like, and
but the secret, we have 80,000 different prices of domain names for all competitors around the world and the US. Like
right.
we compared all the prices like on whole the market.
Yeah. So like it's kind of data driven research, and then you come up, wow, that can be as a model, right? So the same in SEO, before you do anything, like it's better to research and actually see how you're gonna be better than your competitor. And like, for example, we figure out with the lawyers that the case value of in Spanish, like when people Google in Spanish, the same as in English, almost the same. It's all the same people, right? They have the same injuries, they have the same insurance. But to do SEO for Spanish market in US is like, I don't know, 10 times easier than to do in English. And everything is easier. Like links are cheaper or easier to earn content, and like, you know, so this can be the niche. Like sometimes, like, I don't know, you can target like, for example, like Chinese people in Singapore or Thai people in Singapore, or like it's a lot
like
of
Ukrainians in the US.
Ukrainians in US, they started to speak English, Google in English, but some diasporas, they don't. Like Spanish, they don't. Like Turkish, they don't. Like Japanese, depends. Like it depends on generation. Like Thai, mostly they speak between themselves in Thai language. So, and it's a big opportunity, because when you come, let's say, on the website of register that are in Spanish, and they say like everything explained in Spanish, and the person actually Google in Spanish, so it's easier to convert this person into registration. And if you have support, right, like you probably in Spanish, you'll be all right. So and this is just like little idea and that executed like for one of my clients as a strategy, and just bringing these cases cheaper. That's all. The whole thing in SEO, how to get this traffic cheaper, faster, and sustainable in the long term, right? So it's two different even strategies. How, if you don't have enough resources to invest, you need to find something that probably will work for sure. Because if you will go and wanted to start ranking for the keyword like personal injury lawyer, car accident lawyer plus city, probably will take you 1 or 2 years, which is like pretty long. And then after you rank, you will realize that LSAs, Google Ads, Google Maps take most of the traffic, and it's still organic traffic has the highest ROI, but it's still like you waited for 2 years, right? So it all depends on resources, on the strategy, on your goals. Like some people, like most of our clients have clear goals, make more money, right? Like, and to make more money, like you need to drive them clicks. Like, so clicks makes conversions, no matter it's sign up, like leads, deposits, whatever. Like, so just focus on strategy, and it's cool because like the approach you probably do, it's like starting a business. Like you create database in a niche, you get all the information, then you compare this information, and then you're trying to find their gaps where you think with your expertise you can be better than your competitor without spending a shit ton of money. Sorry for the...
Yeah, you're right. While you were just explaining this, I was thinking about how we were launching on the US market and what we put into the strategy, like while developing the website, while developing the whole product. And one of the things that we created, it's a multi-language website. So right now it's only in English, but we have possibility to launch any language within 2 weeks, like on the website. Like 2 weeks,
That's
and
cool.
we will have any language on the website that will be translated every part of the website, including the blog, including everything on the website. And one of the next languages that we want to add is actually Spanish. And we just accredited in the domain name .mx for Mexico. And yeah, it's like one of the strategies that we were thinking like a year ago, or maybe like earlier, when we were implementing all this. And with the AI, it's actually easier and easier, like all this like stuff to do.
Right. And the same, like you mentioned Spanish, when we actually, like, for example, here's the real estate agency, like big real estate, they are like big network, and they're like local distribution agency in like Miami-Dade area. So the crazy part, if you think that only Americans buy real estate in Miami, or like other people from Europe, which is not true. When you do the research, like it's most people from Latin countries, from Latam. And what language do they speak, right?
Of course, they speak Spanish. Miami is very Spanish-speaking city. I used to live in Miami, and a lot of my friends, they were speaking Spanish. They had bad English, actually. In Miami, a lot of websites, a lot of advertisement is in Spanish.
Right. But what I'm trying to say, it's easier still. The competition is so low, and it's not under the radar. Like it's still easy markets to enter. And it's more relevant because if you are from Colombia and you want to buy condo in Miami Beach, like you gonna maybe will Google English after you get frustrated because you don't have relevant results for you. But if you Google in Spanish, and you will have relevant results, especially if you see, like, for example, we did for this website, we localized Miami real estate for every Latin country. So if you Google in Colombia, it says it's Miami real estate, especially for Colombians and Colombian people. And they even feel better, because it's for them, create a website, like it's more relevant. And it works, like they close the
relevant
deals.
And targeted.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Let's wrap up. So, as like I understood from our conversation, first of all, it doesn't matter which domain name you're buying. Any domain name could be cool for SEO as long as this domain name matching your brand or what you're doing. And I will definitely check KristenSellHouses.com right after this podcast, because it could be really good domain name for her and for her clients. And very important, your strategy. If you're thinking in advance what you want to do, what your goals are, your business, your website will be better than your competitors. So think about it. And if you don't know what to do exactly, please go right now to seoprofit.com and contact Victor to have consultation, to see what Victor can do for you as a SEO professional, and you will get good results. So now please, final words to our listeners from you.
Yeah, or just subscribe to datadrivenseo.com and read newsletter after I will start it in a while, and just learn more about SEO. That's all. Or if you are a lawyer and you wanna be if you wanna get more cases like from organic search, we organize a conference, legal SEO conference in Miami. It's a live event in Miami, December 6th. We'll be happy to see you there.
Okay, actually I could be there, and we will put the link below about this conference and links to Victor's website. And please subscribe, put thumbs up to our podcast, comment on YouTube, comment on Spotify, and everywhere where you can comment, maybe on the social media posts, and I will reply to your questions. And if there will be questions to Victor, he will reply as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for this conversation. It was pretty cool. And thank you everyone for listening. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.